Welcome back to A Year of Final Fantasy, and this is it's going to be a little bit of a short video, but it's a super weird one that kind of came out of left field, and this is known as Final Fantasy Worldwide Words, and that is a tongue twister if I've ever heard one. And also, you thought we were done with mobile games. That's your fault. Don't listen to me. We're never done with mobile games, apparently. Anyway, Final Fantasy Worldwide Words came out in September of 2014, only in Japan, on both iOS and Android, and ended its run on March 1st of 2016, which is a shame, and I always say this from a preservation point of view, but let's see what we've been missing out on. Worldwide Words is a sort of typing game that features different Final Fantasy characters and enemies. As it goes with most of these mobile releases, this is a sort of, compilation of main Final Fantasy characters. Most of the main characters appear here from Final Fantasy 1 to 14, as 15 wasn't out at the time. And most of the games are actually two main characters for each game. Also, we have Zack from Crisis Core and Ace from Type 0. Interestingly, if you watch my Dissidia video, Ace is also in there. And you know what? He's actually getting a lot of love lately, and he's quote-unquote one of the main characters from Type 0, and Type 0 is an amazing underrated game, so I'm okay with Ace being in these different games. Anyway, there's a lot of indie games out there that are similar to this game, but the rundown is this. Essentially, there are different worlds or chapters or events or whatever you want to call them that were based on various places in different Final Fantasy games, and you can bring a group of 4 characters in, and basically you're there to kill monsters as quickly as you can and then level up your characters, get loot, rinse and repeat. The battling in this game is what sets it apart. You may guess, obviously, that it has to do with words and the spellings of them. So how this works is that strings of text will pop up by the enemies, and it's your job to type them out. The quicker that you do it, the more damage you're going to do. Also, the longer words are the more damaging ones. So if you have, something with 3 characters, or something like that, it's going to do much less damage than if you have something like ostentatious or I don't know, whatever. Strangely enough, there are spells and abilities you can acquire, and each character can equip one of those. To use them, you just basically type the name of the ability or spell and they'll go off. Summons also appear as you might expect, and they actually require the expenditure of what they dub summon points, as well as typing the summon's name to actually summon it. Even more so, you can boost your character with different word fragments they call decorations, which may give you various stat boosts and stuff like that. There's also more ways to deal a little bit more damage. Whenever you're typing, if you type words correct in succession, you're actually going to start pulling off chain combos, and of course combos increase your damage as well. Any sort of mistypings, though, will damage your characters. And beyond that, a timer is going to be counting down as you fight, and whenever it reaches 0, the opposing enemies are going to, hit you with an attack. So you want to be as quick as you possibly can. And even furthermore, occasionally a character will shout something out as a sort of bonus attack if you type it in really quickly, and that specific character will actually do that attack. Whenever you're doing regular typing against the enemies, it'll be your entire party that's going to attack. So this gives a little bit more individuality of the players that you bring in, and each character actually has their own special unique things about them. So after you complete a level, you're going to get ranked from D, C, B, A, and then all the way up to S rank being the best. And when you're playing, you're going to come across treasure chests and chocobos. You can raise chocobos and they'll go around this ranch and dig up stuff, and those are basically treasure chests, so it's getting treasure chests or getting a way to get more treasure chests, I guess. The chests themselves contain various abilities and XP and stuff that you would expect. Initially, the game was slated to have various timed events that are similar to Final Fantasy XIV. They kind of do seasonal events there, as well as Final Fantasy XV. But actually, the game got canceled before any of that kind of stuff could really get off the ground. And I don't know, that's all I can say about the game. Having never played it myself, I suspect this would have been a fun time killer if anything, but you know what? We're actually probably never going to play it, so it doesn't matter, one way or the other. And anyway, if you've ever had experience with this game, let me know, because I'm actually really kind of curious on it. It's just a super obscure game. But otherwise, until next time, Crystal Warriors, keep on gaming.